Hello, I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts, and I am participating in the hashtag M is for Mondays. It is hosted by Susan at I Totally Love It, and this is May 5th, and May 5th is Masterboards, and I will put all of the dates there. It's every Monday, and there's a different thing that starts with the M for each Monday in May. I will put all those below. I will put Susan's video below so you can pop on over and watch her video and see all about hashtag M is for Mondays. But today is Masterboards, and I have these cut-offs, and I figured I would use one of them to make a masterboard. They're probably 8.5 by 5.5 maybe, probably. So let's just get started. Got my glue papers here. Glue, I'm using Tombow Mono Glue Stick. Amazing glue stick, by the way. So let's just get started putting things down. I have some dictionary page here. Just trying to use up the scraps here on my masterboard. Just randomly placing them. I don't care if it's right side up, upside down. It does not matter to me whatsoever. And these are just scraps of notes. And I just stenciled on one side of them and ripped them up. And I thought that would work perfectly. That'd be fun. Let's just go through and build everything up. And I do not ink each page. I wait till I'm finished and then I go through and ink the little spots that I want to ink. That's just how I do it. Let's just get some more of the dictionary page down. And I do tend to do my masterboards in neutral colors. That way I can just add whatever color of a focal point or what have you on top. But I don't always do them that way. Sometimes I will do, a lot of times when I am doing a themed junk journal, I will use the scraps and make a masterboard and make tags and journal cards out of it too. But let's go here and see if we can get a lot of different patterns on this one. Just want to make sure that I get glue all the way to the edges. See, I'm not fussed about that not being inked. We can do that in a bit. Here's some music. Let's that is a recipe. This is a sack. This is some scraps too. Let's just go ahead and do every other one with this so we have a nice variety. These look kind of like newsprint to me. Newsprint color, that gray color. So yeah, go check out Susan's YouTube channel. It's I Totally Love It. She has lots of things going on all the time, and I thought this would be fun for me to dive in to one of her I don't know if it was a collaboration or just a hashtag M is for Mondays. And I will put the schedule for May down below in my description box. I'm not sure if I'll be able to participate in every one, but I'm sure I'm going to give it a go on this one. Super fun. M is for Masterboards, and the hashtag is M is for Mondays. Okay, I need to put that one. We'll just trim that off. No biggie. Okay, how do I want to proceed on the bottom? Let's do some music on the bottom here. On the bottom row. And I tend to do smaller masterboards. I lose focus and attention when something is so big. It's just like, is this ever going to end? I'm tired of this. So yes, I generally do smaller substrates. But that's just me. I have an attention span of a gnat or less. Let's put some colors here. Patterns. Always helps on the glue stick if you use the end that has the glue on it. That's just a tip for me, you know, professional tip. If you use the glue stick that has the glue on the end of it, it works better. Whoops. Okay, let's fill in with something here. How about these? We have a bigger one. Oh yeah, that's a big one right there. Well, it's not really, but it will work. Let's give it a go. You can always pop something on the inside, like right there. We have a little spot. It's not covered. We can always just put something. Here's a word right here. It says Forest Hill on it. Let's just put the glue on it and pop it down. Just cover up that hole there. There we go. Voila, it disappeared. Look at that. We're magic. Okay, next we want, it doesn't matter if there's the music. Again, that doesn't really matter to me. Here we go. How about we do this music, just do it upside down. Nope, is that right side up? That's right side up. Let's do it upside down. Just so it will be all nice and different. Here we go. Love it. Okay, we haven't used this one over here. Let's see if there's a really big one. There's a bigger one. It's not super long or wide, but it'll work. It will work just fine. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday. I know I am. Let's see if I can put that right on that line. There we go. Whoops. But no worries. Not too fussed about that either. Let's get some little bit. Oh, I haven't even put any of this down on there, have I? Let's do some of that right there. This is just a gift bag. Sack. Really thin. Let's see. Strategically do it so I'm not really messing it up. Okay, how about right there? That'll kind of break up that. Good job. There's no reason you shouldn't tell yourself good job and pat yourself on the back. You should do that quite often. Let's see, how about this with the bottom here? I think that'll work great. Here we go. And this is from a cookbook. That's funny. Okay, now what other little pieces do we have? Do we have a big enough one to go? That's a bigger one. That will go about right there. That'll work. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and glue this little piece on before I lose it. Just a little sliver, but it's a really nice sliver. Scrap. It's darker, so we'll just pop this right in the middle of this. I'm not concerned if it's right side up or not at all. Here's another little piece. Let's put that in there. There we go. Little bitty spots down here. We have, how about me? Want some lighter colors down there. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's just go ahead and tear these edges Get rid of the sharpness. That will work. Let's go down about to here. This whole piece will go on there. That will be great. Oops. Try that again. Just make sure I get it all the way to the edges. There we go. That works great. Let me have a look here and see if there are any little spots that need some help. And I don't think so. Guess we can trim that top part right here. This whole line right here needs some help. Right there. How about we put this in here? Let's just tear us a piece. I think that will fit right there. And these are all pieces of paper I'm using on top of a substrate that is made of cardstock. There we go. I think I got them all. Pretty much. Yes. Let's see. Do I have... Don't need that anymore. Let's see, why don't we do some pieces down here? That's just too light of an area, too large of a light area. Let's do this. Have some more scrappies of this. I think this will work. Let's just pop this one down there. There. And we'll just add one more right here. What do we have? This is already right there, but that's okay. It's kind of in a different area. We'll have a little border, so it'll look a little different. Okay. Just pop this down here. There we go. Anything else that needs to have a little breakup of something else? Not that one. How about... No, I don't want too much of that one. We'll do that right there. That'll work. Let's just take off that sharp edge. There we go. A little bit of everything everywhere. That works out great. Let's put that away. Okay, now let me put these back in my little neutral pile real quick and get them out of our way. There we go. Okay, now we have our masterboard here. I'm going to turn it over, just press it down. There we go. That'll be great. Yeah. I'll let that set just for a moment so that can just adhere to itself before I go over the top and do the inking. Okay, I think that is great. Let's just go in with a vintage photo. Just going to go over these edges. Just in case there's anything that is too white. Just kind of brush over them. At the same time, it will take care of a lot of those really light and white looking areas that I'm real fond of. I wait to do it now because if I do it all in the beginning, then some of it's covered up, and that's a lot of wasted time for me. Okay, let's see how we did. Okay, that looks great. Yep. Okay, now let's give it a little trim around the edges. Just use the back as my guide. There we go. Great. Let's get these little bitty trim edges put into the rubbish. Perfect. Before I trim those, I am going to go over this real quick. Just put a little bit of color here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not so stark looking, like that better. Just a little bit of color on it. That works great. Put this away. Now, before I cut it up, I am going to put a little bit of paint on it. Today, I'm going to use, let's see, copper or worn penny. Let's use worn penny. Give it a shake. Thought it was already open. There we go. That just took a moment. Hopefully it does not have a little thing under here. Let's see. Nope, it is just fine. Just a teeny tiny bit. And that is Deco Art Dazzling Metallics Worn Penny. Let's just dab some. Just everywhere. No rhyme or reason, just get a little bit of the worn penny on there. It's a beautiful color. There, I think that will be just great. We'll let that dry for just a moment and then we will cut it apart. Now that is gorgeous. Let's see what we want, how we want to cut it up. Let's go with three different ones. Let's just kind of, we'll just wing it. It's no big deal. Just cut it in thirds. That'll work. Those are really, really pretty. Really pretty. Yeah, like that. I like how they turned out. Let's go ahead and, excuse me, cut these in tag shapes. I think that'll work good. I'm not fussed if they're perfectly the same. It's just not something that bothers me at all. Two. Let's do one more. Here we go. Have 3 tag bases. Let's go ahead and ink these up on those edges. Let's use Vintage Photo. There, I think those look great. I want to do next is, let's just pick some things to go on there. How about we do this house? I think that would be cute. Creepy house on there. And what do we want to stamp the house onto? Let's see if we have, oh, there we go. There's a page, a book page. I think that will work great. Just stamp some on there. Do we want to do it in black? Yes, let's do black. A teeny tiny stamp pad here. Okay, let's see how it stamps. There we go, that's fine. It's not all there. I may have just not stamped it hard enough. There's two. I think that'll work great. Let's find us another page. Is there enough room for one up here? No, I don't think so. Let's just find another page. If we can do that quickly, there we go. There's one. Get a third one. There we go. We have 3 houses. Awesome. Oh, here's the stitches. Stitching might look pretty on here too. Let's just move this over here. And let's just tear these out. That's what we're going to do. A little bit more. There we go. Now let's cut this one in half here too. Great. Let's see how big these are compared to this. It's not a problem. Let's just go ahead and just do half of a house. I think that will work. For that one. And we'll do half a house on this side. We may not even need that house. Do half a house on this side. I think I'm going to leave the number though. I think that will look cool. And this one, just trim it down a bit. There we go. I think I like that. Let's go ahead and ink those up real quick. What color? What color? Let's do the vintage photo. If it's not dark enough, then we can switch to the walnut stain. Just pulling it toward me just to get the edges darker than the rest. That's not cooperating, so let's just pick this one up. There we go. Great, I like that. Let's go ahead with this one. Let's get these all inked up on the edges. There we go. Now those all look great. Okay. Lid. There it is. I think I want to put those on the, I want a black background for those. Need a moment to, there they are. Okay, there's the black right there. Okay, let's see if we have enough. Let's use the Tombow Mono glue stick again, because this is thin book page. So let's just use this glue. Here's one. Let's just glue them all and then we will cut them out. Scoot over a tiny bit. There we go. Just want a little bit of a border. Doesn't have to be a ton, but just a little. See if this is enough. We can turn it this way. Get a tiny border on this one. There we go. Perfect. That will work out great. Okay, I'm going to get my little trimmer up here. Cut them apart, trim them up a bit. I am not fussed that they are straight or anything. Just want to have a little bit of a black border. That's great. This one can be trimmed off a bit more. Number 2, let's get this one taken care of. Oops, a little too close there. It's okay. It'll be all right. Got a little close there, so let's just get the black. And we will just put a little black there. There we go. Just blends in. And we're good to go. Okay, let's see how we're going here. Not fussed that things are straight or crooked or what have you. It doesn't really bother me. Doesn't matter to me. Let's see. What do we want to put underneath there? I think we want some tulle. I think that would be fun. Just want it behind this. That's all I want. Just a touch of tulle. I'm going to go ahead and glue them while I have them in my hand. Just put a little between the tulle and then a little bit thicker layer once I get a little bit in between. Okay. Do kind of have to hold it up here so I can see what I'm doing. I like it a little bit hanging off there. Just smush it down and it will go through that. The glue will go through the tulle and adhere. And I'll get these other two done. There, that is so fun. Let's trim this one a tiny bit. Go. That one looks great. This one will trim it just a little bit. There we go. Okay, those look amazing. So let's get something or someone to put on top. These little Tim Holtz paper dolls out. I think they will work great. Them there. These little girls here. And these beautiful ladies here. That's great. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is get my vintage photo, go around the edges with the brush and just go inside the little crevices and things here like that, just to get that white off and around the edges. We'll do that, then we will glue them on. Perfect. Okay, let's get all of these glued on. What I'm going to do is go ahead and put some lace at the top. Let's go ahead and get the stapler out. We'll just staple the scrap of lace on the top about here to here. Don't need much. We'll do the same on each one because I'm not going to put words on them, or usually I would deck things out with bats or spiders or something like that, but just in case I don't use these in that type of a journal, but they will be ready to put words or some teeny tiny something or another's on. Let's go ahead and get these stapled on. There we go. Now I have 3 tags that are pretty neutral, generic, that I can put words or a phrase or something else on them to go with the journal or what have you, and the back is blank, so I can do some stamping on the back that would match whatever theme that I need them to go with. And I think they turned out really cute. And this is for hashtag M is for Mondays, and May 5th it is Masterboard. Don't forget to pop on over to Susan's channel, I Totally Love It, and check out all of the things that she has going on. She has some really cool things, and just wanted to let you know about the hashtag M's for Mondays. But check out her channel. She has a lot of things going on that's really cool. I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts. Have a wonderful crafty day.